Welcome to Animal X. Are we all locked in safe and sound? Good thing, my darlings, because something frightening could be flying your way. Winged creatures, the size of a man, swooping down on human prey.
It was about 7 foot tall and had big red eyes.
A figment of the imagination or dark secrets of the sky.
Watched us with those red eyes that it had.
This is not a fear born of children's bedtime stories. For some, the terror from above is very real. There are stranger things in heaven and earth, and you're about to see one of them on Animal X.
Just be careful.
For as long as we have walked this planet, there have been tales of giant winged creatures hunting humans from on high. These beings take different forms in different cultures. A giant owl, a massive bat, a demon. But one thing remains the same. Oh, they're scary as hell. The most well-known flying phantom is Mothman, made famous by the movie The Mothman Prophecies. This terrifying creature landed back in the 60s in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to the horror of over 100 witnesses. I've sent Natalie to Ground Zero to interview some of the people who've seen the Mothman with their own eyes. People like Linda Scarborough.
What happened that night, Linda, when you first saw Mothman?
We were just driving around and we came up this road over the little hill and this thing was running across the road.
So what did it look like? How big was it? What colour was it?
It was about 7 foot tall and had big red eyes. But the red wasn't any color like the red I've ever seen. Just you know, like a different color that would draw you to it. But the body was just a body of a man. He had arms and legs, and you could see the muscles in his arms and his legs, and the top of his legs. And the wings come up around, up over its head and down around, and then got smaller and smaller, and then they drug the ground. And it got caught in some cable wires, and it kept trying to get away, but it was stuck, and it kept pulling on the wing, trying to get the wing loose out of the cables. It made kind of a squeaking noise, really. I mean, not hardly any noise at all, but it kind of like I don't know how to describe it. And we just sit there. We didn't know. I mean, none of us said anything. We just looked at each other. We looked back at it, and it had big red eyes and no color of red that I've ever seen. But it was so we couldn't take our eyes off of it. And finally, it got its wing loose, and we just pulled it real hard, and went running inside the powerhouse. We didn't want to believe it, but we all were seeing the same thing.
But it was a completely normal night. You hadn't been drinking. There was nothing unusual about that night.
No, we didn't drink or anything back then. I mean, none of us drank that much.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.